They had the suspect. They had the timeline. They had the opportunity. But they didn't have the motive. And without a motive, nothing made sense. Investigators stared at the evidence board for hours. Photos, call logs, locations. All the pieces were there. Clean, organized, logical. Except for one question no one could answer. Why? The suspect wasn't desperate. No financial problems. No public conflicts. No history that suggested pressure or revenge. On paper, their life was stable, predictable, normal, too normal. Friends described them as calm, quiet, careful, someone who avoided attention, someone who stayed in control. And that's what bothered investigators the most. Because control meant intention. They went back to the beginning, not the event itself, but the days before it. That's when they noticed something strange. A pattern of small changes. Routines slightly adjusted. Places visited at unusual times. Conversations that seemed ordinary, but ended abruptly. Nothing illegal, but nothing accidental either. It was preparation, not for the act itself, but for what came after. Then came the twist no one expected. The suspect hadn't gained anything from the outcome. No money, no escape, no obvious reward. Instead, they stayed close. Close to the investigation. Close to the questions. Close enough to watch everything unfold. Almost like they wanted to see it happen. Investigators realized something chilling. This wasn't about gain. It was about control. Control over the situation. Control over perception. Control over everyone. The motive wasn't visible because it wasn't physical. It was psychological. And that made it harder to prove, but impossible to ignore. Because sometimes, the most dangerous motives aren't driven by need, but by the desire to feel untouchable. If this case made you question everything, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. Because the truth isn't always hidden in what people do, but in why they do it. Watch out for the final part.